Impact. How was stuff with Impact? Like, what was it like for you in that period of like not being with WWE, wondering what was next, winding up at Impact? But before you even got to Impact, was there a period of time where you were questioning what you even wanted to do if you were going to stay in pro wrestling?
Yeah, I had no idea when I started, my sobriety, when I was getting some months under my belt. Yeah, I was considering going back to school for a master's or MBA, and I wasn't really sure if I wanted to wrestle anymore. I don't know what you would maybe not bitterness or just caution or just maybe I don't want to go back to that. Maybe I'm not as in love with it as I once thought. So I was really pretty confused for a while there. But I was enjoying sobriety, and that was amazing. And I had to really focus on that for quite a while, but there comes a point where I wanted more, and I want to, start doing things. And I texted Gallows about working the show. I was going to go back, see if I liked it. If I didn't, kind of not, change course and do something else, go back to school. I don't know. I think you could see it now. I was very confused. I didn't really have much. So texted Gallows, and he got me on a show in Atlanta, and one of his shows, and came back and got a really great reception. And, once you come back and you feel that adrenaline again, you feel it's very hard to it's what I love. It's my first love. So, the decision was made that night, like, okay, I'm going to keep doing this. Cause this is my true first love.
When did you call Enzo up and be like, we obviously are the tag team, we must continue working together? Was there a period where you thought maybe you just wanted to go do singles competition, or was it always in mind that you wanted you and Enzo to stay together?
No, singles was always how I wanted to go. I did have the opportunity to do that thing at the Madison Square Garden with him in 2019.
Yeah.
That I couldn't turn down. That was I had never wrestled at the Garden ever. I was on Raw when SmackDown was going, and I was on SmackDown when Raw was going. So I never got to perform in the Garden. So that was a no-brainer. I was like, yeah, I'm doing this. And after that, we got some buzz and we started doing shows together. But going to rehab and getting out and finally going back to wrestling, I decided, and I talked to John and I talked to people, and I decided, like, I want to make a name for myself, and I want to do this myself right now.
Yeah.
And, Enzo totally understands, and he's going to do his own thing. And, but yeah, I came back with the goal in mind of working on myself and bettering myself and, becoming the best that I could be, because it's tough, when you feel like you've wasted your potential. And there's days where I do feel like that. Like
is that not like the most heartbreaking thing, to feel like you have wasted? Like it makes me like feel sick to my stomach.
Yeah. And I feel like, like I had a lot of potential to better myself and to get really good and to do something big in wrestling. And it's, well, why can't I do that now? It's only 3 years later. I'm only 34.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, like, I could have kept the charade going for years and years and been on WrestleManias and done won world titles, but I still would have been a raging alcoholic, and I would have been hiding it more and more and more and more the more success came. And I think everything happens for a reason, and I'm grateful that I got to the point I'm at now, because I could have accomplished so many things in wrestling if I just stayed the course and didn't up and didn't make terrible mistakes. But I would have just still been an alcoholic with a lot of problems that need to be fixed internally that I was covering up. And so everything had to happen for me to get to this point in my life. I truly believe that,
100%.
But wasted potential is that's a hard one for sure.
It's a tough pill to swallow. Well, here you are living your potential. I mean, crushing it with Impact. How has that experience been for you? I mean, there's so many awesome familiar faces there. You guys are doing such killer stuff. How has it been?
Yeah, Impact's been great. The crew there is awesome. The writing team's awesome. Robert and Jimmy Jacobs, and
Jimmy Jacobs.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah, I really like it there. And now that I'm sober and have a good head on my shoulders, I feel like I'm doing the best work of my career. I feel like I'm getting better and better each time I'm out there. And I feel like, that potential that I talked about, I'm slowly reaching for it because I feel myself getting more confident. I feel myself getting better. And even when I watch my stuff back, I am getting better. So it's been a really good experience at Impact. It's really awesome there. Everybody's cool. It's laid back. It's high pressure, but not as high as WWE, obviously. So I think it was the perfect place for me to come back into wrestling on a television show. It was Impact, and I'm loving it there. And it's given me an opportunity to grow and kind of pitch ideas for myself and try to work together with them and try to become my best self there.
When you're watching your stuff back and you're like really kind of combing through it, what are the things that you want to do better, that you see as you being at your full potential to be the best version of yourself out there?
Yeah. Keep staying in good shape, get in even better shape. Work on my promos, but work on some things in the ring, work on my footwork, work on my cardio, pacing, and also just my aggression. I think that's a big one I want to work on. Those are all in-ring things that I'm really focusing on in Impact, and kind of showing a lot more character, showing, because in my previous life, I was, either the big guy in the back, that was the muscle, or when I came back at singles, it was kind of just big, the tall guy, big, aggressive, and that's well and good, but I felt like I could show an Impact, show more personality, and they've given me the opportunity to do that. So just keep getting better and better. I guess stay the course, keep doing what I'm doing. What is the law of compounding returns? If I get better today, then tomorrow I compound on top of that, and each day I get better and better and better. And I'm going to reach a place in a year where I would have never been, otherwise, if I keep doing what I'm doing.